Hey guys, Jeff here, Dice Setters. This is the shirt we are giving away. This is number 4 video of 7. So all you gotta do is like and comment. And we're giving away one a week. So if you missed the other 3, make sure you sit there and like and comment. This time if you could comment, can you see the table better? Do you notice any video changes? Do you notice any audio changes? Is there something that you'd rather see? Little things like that would help me, make sure that we're doing good. Our meet and greet will be next Saturday at Vaquiva. It'll be noon. And you say, what's a meet and greet? It's just when we all get together and we throw dice. Not all of us are good. Some of us have bad days. Some of us have good days. It's just fun. It's just fun to be with everybody. It's fun to hear, what people want to say. It's great. It's like it's kind of like a family. The last time I was playing craps, it was at Ellis Island. And it seems to happen more and more. The field bet, I already told you, the house edge is 5.56. And that's like a slot machine. There are people, and I don't know for what reason, that they will want to sit there and hop, whatever, and they're not throwing the dice. Word of caution, if you're not throwing the dice, you shouldn't be hopping anything but maybe the 7s. The hot bet, if it pays 15, is 11.11 house edge. Filled, 5.56. Hopping, 11.11. If they only give you back $14, it goes up to $16.67 for the house edge. It's why. If you ever sit there and watch them, all they do is waste the shooter's time, waste the table time. I'm just saying, that is not where you need to put the hot bets. Place them on the 9, the 8, the 6, the 5, the 4, the 10. Place it in the come. Place it on the pass line. Just saying. When I was at the last time I was shooting craps, I was sitting in this section right here, and there was a grandfather, a father, and I think 2 sons or 3 sons. They're from Colorado. And if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but I had to use you guys as an illustration. They all bet identically. My wife would sit there and bet identically, and I would say, no, you can't do that. You're like, why? Because if we lose big. It should be somewhat different. It's got to be somewhat different, especially if you're playing with the same people. They can't just keep on doing the same thing. It's one thing if you keep on winning, but most of the time, if you're not throwing or I'm not throwing, you're not going to be winning. So don't sit there and copycat other people, because, yeah, sometimes when they win, you win, but when they lose, you're going to lose terribly. It's a small story, and I want to share it just because I like talking. My wife would sit there and make a roast, and I buy her this big roast, and I came home one day, and there sat the roast, and it was small. And I was like, what happened, honey? I bought you a big roast. I come home, it's a small roast. She goes, I don't know. She goes, that's just the way my mom would do it. She would sit there and cut it in half and throw it away. I was like, what? You cut half the roast and threw it away? She goes, yeah, that's the way my mom did it. So I talked to her mom, and I said, what's going on? I said, my wife, buy a big roast, she cuts half of it, throws it away, and I come home to a small one. She goes, oh yeah, that's the way my mom did it. So finally coming out to, I kept on going down the line until we figured it out. Well, she only had a small pan, and that's the reason why she would cut it in half and throw the other half away. Just because you see other people doing it doesn't mean you've got to do it. Just because Dad does it and Grandpa does it that way doesn't mean you should sit there and play that way. And at times they were winning, and at times they were losing really, really bad. This week's video, I want to sit there and show you. This is what was the outcome of what was there last week. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm going to sit there and show you in the camera. I had 2 9s, 4 8s, 2 6s, and 3 5s. This is my big thing that I sat there and showed you how to do last week. Well, this is exactly the same way I sat there and did at Vaquiva, I did at Ellis Island. So why would I sit there and bet the field? I'm not rolling any field numbers except for 9. Why would I sit there and place any money on the horn? I didn't roll any horn numbers. So your dice strategy needs to reflect your betting strategy. I didn't hit a single one in the 10. I didn't set anything in the 4. Why would I want to sit there and put money there? Why not sit there and go right down where the money is at? And that way, in case if you do 7 out, because eventually you are going to 7 out, there's not that huge amount of money that wasn't making you any money on the table. So that's what this video is about this week. We already know what our, the best dice strategy. Your dice strategy might be different than mine, but we know what it is. We know what gets us to at least 10. So now we're going to build upon that. Now we're going to sit there and put the, make the money. We're going to sit there, and that's where the rubber hits the road. We're going to sit there and we're going to put money on the 9, put money on the 8, put money on the 6 and the 5. Nowhere else should there be any money, because I didn't hit the 10 and the 4. Now, every once in a while you might randomly hit those numbers. That's fine. But we want to sit there and put our money where our mouth is. We want to sit there and make money. We don't want to lose it. So that's what this video is about today. So stay tuned. Thanks, guys. All right, guys. So like I said, I had the 9, the 8, the 6, and the 5. So that's where we're going to sit there and place our money. Some of you don't have the privilege of having a $5 table. So this table is a $25 table. I have $300 buy-in. So I am going to sit there and do 25, 30, 30, and 25. And they're going to be off for the come out roll. I have, like I said, I have 300. I've got 25 on the line. I have my cheat sheet because not normally do I play this high. And if you don't know what my dice roll is, sit there and look at last week's video, and that will sit there and show you what my dice roll was. And I'm going to sit there and try to do 10 rolls and call it good. See what happens. That's going to be a 7. And like I always sit there and tell people, you got to warm it up. So bank is going to sit there and give me 25 for my pass line. I think I need to go just a little bit higher on my arc, and I think I should be okay. It's going to be an 8, 6, 2, 8. We're going to mark the 8. All of our bets are on right now. And I'll mark today's numbers up here. It's going to be a 3. That's my first horn number. Most of the time I don't hit horn numbers, but that's okay. That's going to be my third roll. And remember, I got to keep track of my rolls. And once it comes to 10, I probably need to shut it down, or maybe even just a hair sooner. We are going to have a lot of money on the table if we can ever hit what we're looking at. It's going to be 11. That's not good, guys. Mark the 11. It's going to be a 9. 6, 3, 9. I am going to put a puck here because we did roll a 7. That way I can keep track. And we just got done paying a 9. So the 9 will pay me 35 bucks. So I'm going to put that 35 right back down on the line. That was a horrible landing. Forgiving landing. 426. That will also pay 35. And I'm going to sit there and mark the 6, add this directly to it, and add $1. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rolls so far. It's going to be a 5. 4, 1, 5. We'll mark the 5. The 5 pays 35. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Six. Five, 1, 6. That right there is going to pay me 84. Add $1 to it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My cutoff is 10. I've got a lot of money on the table. I'm going to sit there and degress and continue on. It's just a lot of money, guys. And we continue on. Missed my landing, but that's okay. 5, 4, 9. We're going to mark the 9. That's going to pay us 35. And I will not press it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This will be the 10th roll. Your 11. When I seem to get it closer to the edge, it seems to give me a horn number. Mark the 11. Doesn't do us any good. 11 again. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is our 12th roll. $11 again. And there went 7. So I could have just profited one more time when the 9 hit. And other than that, I did a pretty good job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 rolls of the dice. Let's see what our profit is. We lose all of this back to the bank. I started with 300. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. I'd make a lousy dealer. I guess that's like I'm a player. All right, here we go. That's 100. That's 200. That's 300. The rest is going to be profit. $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80, $90, $94. $94. We put our money where our mouth is. And the only oddity is hitting 4 horns. You can always put $1 on the horn. That's kind of odd. Most of them I don't hit horn numbers, but it seemed like the closer I got, the more times I hit the horn. But that's what I got. Sit there and like, share, subscribe. We're like 140, I think, above the 1,000 mark. So those of you that have found the channel and you're not subscribed yet, if you just keep it up, we want to be just a little more higher. That's kind of risky, but I don't ever want to sit there and lose my ability to go live. I am working with another casino and asking them, let's go live. You have to have consent, like I said, from people that are there. You can't sit there and show faces of anybody else. It has truly nothing to do with the gaming people. And that's what I'm working on. And of course, sit there and look at my wife's channel. Hers is Goldbug Slots. I'll sit there and put a link in the description. And if you can sit there and thumbs up on her channel and actually subscribe to her channel, that would be awesome. I will be in Vegas New Year's. So if you're going to go to Vegas at New Year's, find me, find my wife. We would sit there and love to sit there and have whatever, have a beer, have a soda, have whatever you want, throw some dice, get to know you. The bigger we can make this community, the better it is, because I'm not always in Arizona. I'm not always in Vegas. But the bigger we can grow this community, the better off it's going to be for everybody. And like I said, if you're winning, man, that's exactly what I want. That's what I want from this channel. I want people to sit there and say, hey, you gave me a tip. Thank you. And don't forget about the shirts. And we only have 2 more videos after that you can actually enter for the shirts. Have a good one, guys. Later.